And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Schooner Morning Show. I'm your host, Mark Prevost, for a little while longer. And with us today, we have one of our friends and one of our staff, Skip Estes from my hometown of Rumford, working here at Schooner Estates. He is a companion. He's also an assistant to the activity coordinator down in the Castine building, spends most of his time down there. And for those of you that play bingo, you know Skip very well. He is the bingo caller. He's also a car-aholic.
I am, yes.
I've never known anybody to have more vehicles than you. And my dad was a used car dealer. So he would have a different car every week. And I think you've beat him.
When he used to hang out with Charlie Howard,
yeah,
we used to call him close shave and a haircut.
My dad said that was the best job he ever had, was working with Charlie Howard.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Charlie Howard was something.
He was something else.
He was.
Yeah. So Skip is a vehicleaholic. He loves cars.
I do.
Yeah. Probably should have been in the car business, which you kind of are.
I sort of.
I mean, you buy and sell more cars than Emerson Toyota.
I'm good for the economy.
Yes, you are good for the economy. Yeah,
that's what they tell me.
So, Skip, tell us where you were born.
I was born in Rumford, Maine.
Yeah,
and that's where I grew up, and went to school there. And then, as I got out of school, I had your father cut my hair. Your father cut my hair till I went in the service, and he did. Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, what service did you go in? What branch?
I went into the Air Force.
The Air Force, yeah.
And this was at the beginning of at the end of the Vietnam era.
Okay.
And so a lot of people were going to Vietnam.
Right.
And I got stationed on Cape Cod.
Cape Cod?
Cape Cod, yes. And I can tell you this, there was not one Vietnamese that got ashore on Cape Cod, because I was sort of like the beach patrol.
I didn't even know they had an Air Force base on Cape Cod.
They did, Otis Air Force Base. It was
Is it way out at the point?
No, it's at the very beginning. When you cross the bridge, the Bourne Bridge, it's right there.
So they were there to make sure that it was okay for the enemy to get on the Cape, but not on the mainland.
Well, no, they never even got close to the Cape, because I was sort of like the beach patrol. And because I had a lot of days off in the summertime. And so I would take my convertible and we'd drive up and down the beach, making sure everything was the way it should be.
In a convertible?
In my convertible, yeah.
Probably not in uniform either.
Oh, no. Uniform was just a bathing suit.
Yeah.
That's all we had.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Oh.
And I hate to, sometimes I hate to tell people where I was stationed and what I did, because everyone I hung out with ended up going to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends that were in the service, they went to Vietnam, but I didn't, only because I was in the heating field. And they didn't have any furnaces in Vietnam. It was too hot over there.
Right. I was wondering about that. So were you stationed your whole stint?
Yes, at Cape Cod.
That's rare that you get one assignment. Usually they bounce you around, don't they?
Well, usually they do, but I was there for 2 years and 9 months. And then when my father passed away, the chaplain came to me and asked me if I wanted to be dismissed. And I said, sure. So I got out early.
Right.
But had a lot of fun there.
That's something.
And
you have siblings? I know one anyway.
I have a brother, yes.
So it's just the two brothers?
Just us. That's all there is left.
Gary is a neighbor down at Worthley Pond, and when I lived on Hancock Street, he had Estes Auto Body Repair.
Body shop, yes. Yeah. And my brother retired, sold everything there, and he turned what used to be our camp at Worthley Pond, he turned it into a house.
Yeah.
And that's where he lives now.
Year-round home
Yep,
there.
that's where he lives.
And I remember Estes Body Shop because I played around there all the time. My cousins and my aunt and uncle lived down over the bank and behind him on Waldo Street. Estes Body Shop was up on stilts. I mean, it was built on a bank, and they literally put a wooded platform on stilts, and that was the body shop.
It was.
Is it still there today?
It is still there. My brother sold it to somebody who, I guess they just use it for storage or something. But I often wondered whatever kept that place from just falling down.
Right, me
because
too.
I looked at it underneath once, and it was on stilts, and I thought, wow. But
I was afraid to go in there because I thought I would fall, especially with a car parked in there. But yeah. So after the service, what'd you do?
Well, when I was in the service, this is a quick story here. A friend of mine who was also in the service had just come back from overseas, and he worked at the NCO club, and I worked there part-time too.
Yeah.
So we get to know each other, and he had just come back from overseas, and he had a brand new wife, and so they had a little baby, and it was like just a wonderful little family. And then one day, he came, his name was Don, he came to me and said, Skip, I just got a phone call from the Logan Airport that said I have 4 kids there waiting for me. And he was married before. He had 4 kids. And then they got divorced. The wife kept the kids. So he's divorced, and he goes overseas, and he meets this other girl, and they get married. They come back with a baby. Now all of a sudden he's got 4 kids. At the time, 4 and 5 and 9 and 10. So anyway, I get to know the kids. There was 2 boys and 2 girls, and the 2 youngest ones, the boys, always wanted to be around me because they didn't like the stepmother, and the stepmother didn't like them. All of a sudden, those were somebody else's kids.
Yeah.
And so the kids, I mean, she made them work all the time around the house, and they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. And the 2 boys would come with me all the time.
Right.
This is when I was still in the service.
Yeah.
They'd come with me, we'd go here, we'd go there. And then when I get out of the service, one summer they wanted to come and stay with me.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, all right. So at the time, I had to fly to New York and pick them up. And then we flew back, and I had the 2 kids for the summer, and I was living with my mother, so my mother took care of them when I was at work. And at that time they were 6 and 7, I think, something like. They were still young. And then the summer turned into the fall, and then the fall turned into the winter, and they're still with me.
Wow.
So I had been communicating with their father, and their father said, well, if they want to stay with you, it's okay.
Yeah, but did he send you money to help raise them?
There was no money, no.
Holy cow, Skip. That sounds like something out of the 20s and 30s.
I know.
That happened.
I know.
Yeah.
So they stayed with me for almost 5 years.
5 years?
And then her father called me and said he was being sent to Naples, Italy.
Yeah.
And he wanted to know if me and the kids wanted to come over.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was like a $1,500 round trip or something. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I said, well, at first I really wanted to go, and then I said, geez, I can't afford it. So anyway, I drove to Boston, I put the 2 kids on the plane, and at that time they would let you go right on the plane with them.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I put them on the plane, and that was the last time I saw them. And they wrote back and forth a few times, and then one of them came and stayed with me for one summer after that.
Yeah.
And then we wrote letters, and then things started to fade away. And I thought, if they're happy where they are, I just as soon leave them there, because I still had a lot of things to do.
And Naples, Italy probably is not a bad place.
No,
I think.
Yeah, I should have gone.
Yeah. So what about today? Do you know where they are today?
No, I don't know where they are.
Wow.
I know, well, they're not in Naples, Italy. I know that.
Yeah.
But those kids got to be in their 50s today.
Wow. Wow. I didn't think you were.
Yeah, I did that.
You seem like you're 39 to me.
Well, I'm still doing the same things today that I was doing when I was 39.
I believe it.
I'm just a little slower at it, but I'm still doing the same thing.
Yeah. And I know you have a lot of hobbies, because I know you're a crafter.
Right.
I remember, 40 or 50 Christmas trees stored at my garage, and I know that you like to make things and sell things and buy things. I know you love to buy things, and
I love to go to garage sales.
You do garage sales and stuff, and you buy and sell, and you sales yourself.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I like to work with my hands.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
And I like this job, even though I don't work with my hands. I love working here. I wish I'd come here 30 years ago, but...
How did you end up coming here in the first place? That must be a story.
It is a story.
Schooner Estates, okay.
All right. Giselle used to work here.
Yes, Giselle Prévost.
Prévost, yes.
Yeah.
She used to work
Not
here.
related to me, by the way, but worked here for years.
Right.
Great lady.
Well, anyway, Giselle and her husband live in a big duplex.
Yes, that's right.
And one of their tenants had moved out, and they were looking for a new tenant. And a friend of mine found the apartment.
Yeah.
So he asked me, he says, Skip, you want to go with me to look at this place?
Yeah.
And I said, sure. So we go over, and he did all the talking, and Giselle says, you don't know anybody that's looking for a part-time job? And I said, doing what? And she says, well, I work at Schooner Estates, and we need somebody to help in activities. And because I had done this before at another facility, I said, here I am. So
wow, that's how that happened.
That's how it happened.
That's unreal.
So she says, all right, you got to go see Mark Prévost. And I said, is he related to you? And she says, no, he's not. So anyway, come and see you, and here I am. I've been here 5.5 years.
And did you know when she said go see Mark Prévost, did you know about the Prévosts in Rumford? And my dad, Al Prévost?
I knew about the Prévost.
You did know about the Prévosts.
I did.
Yeah.
I knew about, and she says, Mark Prévost. And I said, I kind of know who he is. I know his father, but I'm not real familiar with his son. But I said, I do know his father. So anyway, here I am.
And I have to say, Chris Bovin that works here is from Rumford.
Yeah.
We've had an assistant food service director from Rumford that worked down here, Jenny LaPointe. We've had quite a few people over the years from Rumford that have come to work down here. And I have to say, there's a really good work ethic that came out of Rumford, and people that are from Rumford usually are wonderful to hire. So I never hesitated when I found out somebody was from Rumford. Not to say that other communities in Maine are not good and have those same ethics, but being from that town, it was always pretty good you could count on those folks, And things change. It's not the same as it was.
No, it's not.
And I'm not dissing on any other community, believe me when I say that.
Things have changed since I was a kid. It was fun growing up there, but I don't think I'd really want to live there now. Nothing against the people that live there.
Right.
I'm okay
it's different.
where I'm at.
We change. Places change. Things change. It's always changed around here too. Things are changing now and always will. That's one thing that's very constant in life is change.
That's right. It's inevitable.
It behooves people to embrace it and go with it. And it's not to say that people can't affect change either when they don't like the way things are, or even if they do like the way things are, they can affect change in a positive way. Yeah. So what about, tell us a little bit about your hobbies. What other hobbies and things do you have? It's interesting you came to work here that way, and it's been very good because you're great with the tenants. They all enjoy you.
They do.
And you're a character,
I am a character.
to put it mildly.
I like to I like to pull pranks on people, and I like to do stuff like that. And I have a lot of things that I can do these with, material things in my drawers that you can take out. I have glasses, and I have all kinds of things to do.
You do?
Yeah.
Glasses? What? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, well, I have some. I just happen to have a pair right here that I have to wear on sunny days when my eyes are hurting.
Oh.
I have to wear these.
Oh!
It keeps a lot of sun out of my eyes.
I can tell it does.
Yeah.
So that just shows you are a character. That must be funny.
I have lots of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And it just makes it fun, doesn't it?
It does.
Isn't that what life's about? Having some fun, enjoying things.
I try to find the funny thing in everything. I try to find something funny about every situation that I'm in.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when someone else is in and they're not real happy about their situation, I try to find something funny about it.
Right.
And if you look hard enough, there's something funny, except in death or at the funeral home, you don't make jokes.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But,
Yeah. There are certain times where seriousness is necessary, but other than that, you can have fun.
I do.
Right.
Yes.
It was Skip's idea. Those of you that have been with us for a while remember the senior prom that we did for 2 years in a row, and that was all Skip's idea. He thought it would be great to do a senior prom like we did back in high school, and we had a ball. The people that came to it said it was one of the best events they ever remembered having here at Schooner.
Yep.
We had the mirror ball, the lights, the DJ, the people were dressed up in gowns and tuxedos, and it was a blast. And dancing, and hopefully we'll do that again, or you folks will do that again sometime, because it was...
We danced the night away, and till everybody got so tired they couldn't dance anymore, and that was at 10 o'clock.
Wow. Was it that late?
It was.
7 to 10, yeah.
It was either 9:30 or 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was a great time. And then you came up with didn't you have a lemon social or something like that? Everything was lemon, or was it banana?
No, it was lemon.
Banana, fofana, fee, fofana?
No, it was, we had a lemonade special or a social. That's what we had, a lemonade social.
And everything was lemon.
Everything
you had
was
lemon plates, lemon cups,
cups.
lemon napkins. Yeah. You put lemons in the drink.
Yeah.
Some people ate a lemon raw and puck it all up, and facial contortions. And I remember that. That was fun.
It was pretty lemony, is what it was.
And I know you like to play cards, because you
play
have
cards.
some card games in the Castine
building. We play a lot
building.
of card games.
Yeah.
And it gets people involved. Not everybody plays cards, but there are certain few that want to play all the time, and it's fine with me.
And you also do some companion work, so if somebody needs assistance going to a doctor's appointment or something like that, you help out with that. I know you drive the bus, you go out with folks in the Castine building for a lunch out or a picnic or
we have fun.
Or a bus ride or an ice cream ride or whatever. It's just
or a mystery ride.
Or a mystery ride where even the driver doesn't know
even the driver doesn't know where he's going.
And has to open the door, roll down the window, and ask, "Could you tell me, can I get there from here?"
You have to ask somebody on the street, "Hey, where am I going?"
Yeah,
anyway?
yeah. So, and Skip helped us clean up a little section of highway over there crossing the bridge, which has already got litter on it, by the way. We had 400 feet of very clean highway that a lot of people commented on and gave us some credit for.
And everybody got ticks on them.
Yes. A few of us
including
had ticks,
me.
wood ticks, which is better because they're bigger. You can find them, but that was something else. But that was a good trip. So Skip, tell us. I mean, is there any other things that you would like your friends here at Schooner Estates to know about you? And be careful, Be good now.
Yeah, I'll
You're
be good.
on TV.
I'm on TV. I know. I'll be good. I just go with the flow and try to. I don't know. Sometimes I can always find something to do. Always. I'm never bored. I always find something to do, and might be helping my friend get into a big project here. He wants to build a bunch of duplexes, and he's already said I might be able to have one. So that'd be great.
Wow. Your friend's a builder?
No.
Oh boy.
He my friend is the guy that runs K&R Auto.
Oh yes, yeah.
And
so he doesn't have to be a builder. He's got plenty of money.
He does. I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems
but
to have
I'll
enough.
tell you,
Yeah.
building is through the roof right
I know
now.
it
Building
is.
materials are through the roof.
I know, and
Not sure it's the best time to build.
Right? I don't see. But anyway, he still says he's going through with it. So
Yeah.
if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But
Yeah.
it would be good for me and him.
Yeah. That's excellent.
So,
Well, Skip's a busy guy, and we're very, very happy to have him here at Schooner Estates. He's helped out quite a lot, and you can always find him somewhere in the Castine building, Monday through Thursday. He works part-time, and we're lucky to have him. And on Wednesdays, he's out delivering groceries. He's probably,
well, I will
you've
be.
seen him out doing that.
I will be soon.
Yeah.
And I have a dog named Pete.
Pete.
Petey. I have a dog named Petey who goes with me everywhere, except I don't bring him to work. But he goes with me everywhere. He has a special little compartment that he sits in beside, right on me, and he sits there and goes in stores with me and looks all around, doesn't say a word. And
well, maybe when this COVID thing loosens up a little bit more, you can bring them in and introduce them, because tenants love animals.
I know they do.
And we used to have that dog therapy that came in every Wednesday.
Yeah.
She would bring people around, Masha, I think.
Yeah.
She would bring the dogs, different dogs in that were all well trained, and everybody really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, to get to pet a dog and talk with a dog. So, and I know Petey's very nice.
He is nice. And don't come at me with waving your arms, because he thinks you're going to attack me, and he will jump up and
Bite you?
bite you.
No. Because I remember you brought a dog in once, and I said, "Does your dog bite?" And you said no. And then I went to pet it, and it bit me. And I said, "You just told me your dog didn't bite." And you looked at me right in the eye, and you said, "That's not my dog."
Yeah, it probably wasn't. Yeah, probably someone else's dog. But no, just my dog is very protective of me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he's a dachshund is what he is, a long-haired dachshund. They call wire-haired dachshund.
Yeah,
But
I've heard of that.
I keep his hair cut short, so
Yeah.
it's not wiry. But he's
Well, you
quite a
need
dog.
that kind of protection, because
do.
you're always playing practical jokes.
That's
and
right.
I know there's a lot of people out to get you. So you need protection like that.
Yeah, I was always known as Skip the Practical Joker.
Skip, well, I've heard a few other nicknames for you. But
Yeah.
anyway.
We'll keep it clean, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
so our guest today has been Skip Estes. Long time. Well, how long have you been here now? 5.5 years?
5.5
you said?
years.
That's excellent.
But before that, I worked 6 years at another facility,
yeah.
and that's when I got into doing
Activities with folks
with
and stuff like that.
people with
Dementia?
dementia.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm helping you because you seem to have forgotten
Yeah,
the word you were looking for.
Right. I'm at the right
Which
place,
doesn't mean
though.
you have dementia.
No, but I'm at the right place, just
Yes.
in case I do.
You can go from work right to
Right.
residency.
I've got,
I was kind of hoping to do
I
that
guess,
too, but,
I guess you could
but
say,
it didn't work out that way. Well, as you can see, Skip is an awful lot of fun. And if you don't know him, stop and talk to him, get a chance to know him, because he's a great guy. We really enjoy having him here. And this is another edition of the Schooner Morning Show. I'm your host, Mark Prevost. Our guest today has been Skip Estes of the Castine Building. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.